Hello everyone, today's video is going to be a tutorial on the Jaclyn Hill palette. For those of you who don't know, this is what it looks like. I'm sure everyone knows it's been a super hyped up product and it's been very popular. I'm kind of late to the party. This palette has already been launched twice and sold out twice. So it's been around for a little bit, but I actually filmed this last weekend and the quality was just really bad. Just like the visual quality, you couldn't really see what I was doing. So that was when I took it upon myself to get a new camera. So that's why my quality is different. And now that I have a new camera, hopefully I can start filming a lot more. So this video, honestly, like the actual tutorial aspect of it, it's not good. I'm still trying to figure out this camera, so please forgive me. I just wanted to get something up. Yeah, this camera is kind of difficult. I didn't read the manual. I probably should have done that. That's my bad, but I didn't. So I tried to figure it out as I was filming. So if the focus is a little weird, the lighting's a little weird, please don't mind it. I'll hopefully get better by my next video. So yeah, the look I did today was a very summertime appropriate look. I think I'm gonna wear this all day. I love how it turned out. It's a really warm toned eye, obviously, because the palette is very warm toned with some pops of color. So this is what the shadow looks like. Oh, could you even see that? It's really nice. I'm really enjoying how it turned out. But yeah, so this is the look, and if you want to see how I got it, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to mix these two shades, Silk Cream and MFEO, and I'm going to do that with my NYX 16 brush, and I'm going to just use that as my transition shade and run it back and forth. That's one thing I wish this palette had, was a mirror. It didn't bug me at first, but now that I'm trying to film tutorials and stuff, it's kind of annoying. Then on this Morphe Y15 brush, it's from the Gold collection, I'm going to take this shade here called Roxanne, I believe, and I'm going to just apply it to the crease. And then just buff it all out and make sure everything is super blended, again with the NYX 16 brush. The people that live above me are being really loud today, so if you hear knocking or chairs moving around, that's them. Then I wanted to add just like a bit of a warmer tone, like more of a red, so I'm going to take this Hunt's shade, which is definitely like a really bright red, and I'm just taking like a smidge because it's super pigmented, and I'm going to dab it just on the back of my hand because I don't want red, I just want some warmth, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to bring that up and blend everything. I guess it did kind of add like a red tone. But okay, so my camera was focusing on our painting in the background, so I had to zoom you in a little bit more. This video is a mess. Please forgive me because I'm still trying to figure out this new camera and it's not going well, clearly. Then I'm going to go in with this like deep burgundy shade called Jax. I love this shade. I think this is one of my favorite shades in the palette. It's so beautiful. And I'm going to take this on a Y19 brush. It's just a little bit smaller than the one that I used before. And I'm just gonna put this in the outer corner and kind of blend it in the crease a little bit, but I'm keeping it very low. I'm really so grateful that Morphe sent me all of these brushes. I know they do sell some brushes that contain goat hair and stuff, but they sent me all the brushes that didn't. And I know that there are some completely cruelty-free brush brands, but they just don't have the selection that Morphe does. Morphe sent me all cruelty-free brushes, and I have something for every purpose. Like, you know, like there's Real Techniques, and I think even NYX is all cruelty-free as well, and they're all synthetic brushes, but the selection isn't as good as what Morphe has. The quality is as good as Morphe, but it's just they don't have every single brush that I could ever need. You know what I'm saying? Then on this little tiny detailer brush, this is the Y22. Y22. How do I get it to focus? Isn't this what people do? I still have to read the manual for this camera. I thought this was gonna be easier, to be honest. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with this dark purple shade called Soda Pop. I've been actually going for the dark brown and the dark purple more than I have been the black. I don't know, I just feel like it's a really nice twist on your average black eyeshadow to like deepen out the outer corner. And that's what I'm gonna do with this shade. I'm just gonna place it on the very outer corner and kind of bring it down onto the lid a little bit. Hopefully you saw that. I didn't even look in the viewfinder to make sure I was in focus and stuff. Why is filming so hard? Then I'm just gonna blend that in. I think this is the Y19 brush. Yes, it is. The Morphe Y19. Then I'm just going to cut my crease with a little bit of foundation. I'm using this little tiny detailer brush. Morphe didn't send me this brush. I bought it by myself. It's part of their vegan collection, so it doesn't have a name. And I'm just gonna cut my crease. I can do a tutorial on this if you want. Because it's one of my favorite techniques to make shimmer shades really pop, is to put some concealer underneath. And then I'm going to take this shade. Oh crap, this is hard. I'm gonna take this shade called SBN, Smoky But Natural. This look is not natural, but I was gonna use the color Meeks. I did on this eye, but I ended up covering it up, or trying to anyways, because it's a little more cool toned than what I was going for. I really wanted something warm. And then I'm just gonna press the shadow on to where I placed the concealer or foundation. And then I'm just going back in with that detailer brush, the Y22, with the dark Soda Pop shade. I keep wanting to call it grape soda, but that's definitely a Kylie Cosmetics name. And I'm just going to blend the two shades so it's not like a super harsh line between the shimmer and the dark matte shade. And then just going in with whatever's remaining on the brush, I'm gonna try to bring the shimmer shade over just a little bit, just to make sure everything's super blended. Then I'm gonna go in with this little Too Faced brush. What's it for? All Over Shadow brush from their little bunny collection, and I'm going to go in with, I don't know, either highlight shade. I might mix them. They look fairly similar to me. I don't understand why both of them are in this palette, to be completely honest. I feel like she could have replaced one of the shimmery highlight shades and done something a little different. But that's just me. They look very similar, so whatever one you like better you can use. And I'm just going to place it underneath my brow. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. This is my favorite eyeliner from the drugstore. I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to stay in frame, because I can never stay in frame while lining, because I have to get super close to the camera, or not the camera, to the mirror. But I'm gonna try. I don't even know if you could see that. I plan on filming a liquid liner tutorial or a winged eyeliner tutorial, but I'm still figuring out how I'm going to do that, because I can't do liner on camera. Either my hand is covering it, or I'm out of focus, or I'm out of frame, and it's just a shit show. So I'm gonna do a wing. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Okay, so now that my liner is done, I hope you could see it. I'm gonna do the other eye really quick, and then I'm gonna do my foundation routine. I'm gonna do that off camera because it's a little bit boring, but if you do want to see it, comment down below and I can definitely film like a whole video dedicated to it. But I kind of stick to the same products, so I feel like if I just showed you my foundation routine every single tutorial, that it would be super redundant because they don't really change things up. Okay, so now my foundation routine is done. I'm just going to move on to the lower lash line and kind of finish up the eyes. So what I'm going to do is take this Morphe E43 flat definer brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Jax, which is that deep burgundy that I used. And I'm just going to run this on the lower lash line. And I'm just going to take, I think, the colors Silk Cream and MFEO, the transition shades we used in the beginning. And I'm going to just use, it's like a pencil smudger brush, and I'm just going to buff out the burgundy shade we used. I think it's called Jax. Poke myself in the eye. Ow! Oh, I'm trying not to cry. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, I think I'm okay. Then for my waterline, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Glide On Pencil in the shade 0. These are my favorite eyeliners ever. They're just so easy to apply, and they stay all day, and they're super waterproof. So if you're gonna get a liner, I would recommend these. Plus they have like a huge range of colors. And I'm just gonna line just the waterline. Well, I intended to keep it to the waterline. Then I'm gonna go in with my Buxom Lash Mascara. This is just a mini travel version, which is actually available as a 100-point perk at Sephora currently. So go pick this up because I really like it. And I'm not making my lashes very bold because I'm gonna use falsies, but I do like making them dark. So that's what I love this mascara for. It's also really great for the lower lash line. Then for lashes, I'm going to go in with these House of Lashes light collection in the style Boudoir. These House of Lashes light collections are seriously the best. I love them. For lash glue, I'm just using the Duo Lash Adhesive, the brush-on one, which is so much easier. It took me so long to discover the brush-on one, and it's like life-changing. So I just popped a little lash glue on the band here, and then I'm just going to wait for a couple minutes to let them dry. Well, I did wait for a couple minutes so they could dry, and now I'm just gonna pop them on. Oh Lord. Okay, so I just applied the false lashes, which was even very hard off camera. So sorry I couldn't stay in frame, but I was just having a really hard day applying lashes for some reason. Some days are harder than others. Okay, so for contour and bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium deep, and I'm going to apply that with a Morphe Y5 brush. And I'm just going to apply this to my forehead and cheekbones. I'm just going to blend it upwards just to bring the cheekbones up. You never want to blend either straight back or downwards because it can kind of give the illusion of lower cheekbones, and that's not really what you want. Then to clean up under my contour, because I did get a little bit messy, I swear I'm like the messiest contourer ever. So I'm just going to take my damp sponge with some translucent powder on it, and I'm just going to carve out where I want the sharp edge to be, just like so. And I'm just going to leave that probably until I'm done my face, I suppose. And then for blush, I'm going to go in with a little bit, because it's very pigmented, just a little bit of the Wet n Wild Color Icon in the shade Mellow Wine. I feel like this is a perfect shade because it's kind of neutral, but it still ties in with the eyes a little bit. And I'm just going to use that on the Morphe Y4 brush. I'm just being very light-handed. My eye is watering. Ugh. Oh, too much, oh no. And then I'm just gonna go over it with my beauty sponge just because I added a bit too much. I'm telling you, that product is like really pigmented. And for highlight, I'm going to try this fan brush by Morphe. It's the Y13. I never really use fan brushes, so I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm using the highlighter in the shade French Vanilla. I really actually do like this product. I know they didn't get very good reviews from the YouTube community, but I actually like this one. Oh yeah, no, not with this brush. No, I don't. This is my go-to highlighting brush. This is the Real Techniques setting brush. That's just way better. I don't know if you could even tell the difference, but... And then just a little bit on the high points of my face. I've been recently, for summer, being into highlighting just above my brow here, even though I have oilier skin. I just feel like it's pretty. Oh, that doesn't look pretty. Let's blend it out a bit. It's hard to find a highlighter that's golden in tone for fair skin. And then as a setting spray, I'm going to use the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I actually have oily skin, but I got this at the masterclass, so obviously I didn't buy it myself, so I wanted to try it. Even though I have oily skin, I feel like today would be a good day to try it just because I'm not going anywhere after this. So if my makeup slides off, it's not a huge deal and I can kind of test it out. I'm pretty sure this has oil in it though, so you're supposed to like cover your eyes while you spray it. I don't know, is that a thing? That smells nice. Oh, kind of like that. Oh, I should have wiped off my bake. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. That was an oopsie on my part. That was not a good idea. And finally for lips, I'm going to take the Too Faced Melted Liquid Latex in... What shade is this? Peekaboo. This is in the shade Peekaboo. It's very nude. I've never tried these before. I haven't really heard much about them either, so I'm excited to test it out. Oh, did you hear that? Oh my god, that's pigmented. Do you see that? Wow. It's very thick. Just off first impressions, it is thick. It literally feels like you're spreading latex all over your lips. I'm not sure how I feel, to be honest. Kind of smells like watermelon. I like the smell of them. It's super goopy and it's kind of emphasizing my dryness that's on my bottom lip. And if I want high shine, I'd probably just go for a gloss that doesn't do that. But I'm gonna wear it around a bit and maybe my opinion will change. So I will update you on that, probably in another video. But yeah, this is the completed look. I can zoom you in a little bit. These are the eyes and the whole face. I really like how it turned out. It's super pretty. I think I'm gonna change the lip color eventually. Whoa! Sorry, I think I'm gonna change the lip color eventually to like a really dark red. I feel like it would complement the eyes really well. And yeah, this is the completed look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm trying to get back into the filming groove. I kind of stopped for a bit just because I wasn't comfortable with the quality of the content that I was posting. Hopefully I'll be uploading more, so please let me know down in the comments what you would like to see. I'm hoping to do a lot of new tutorials and reviews and stuff. If there's anything specific that you'd really like to see, please let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!